As long as you're breathing, you have a chance. As long as you are alive, you have a chance. You have a chance to change the world. You have a chance. You have a chance to make a change. You have a chance to bring hope. You have a chance to do something to change the world. As long as you're breathing, as long as you are alive, you have an opportunity, you have a chance to make a change. You have a chance to do something, to make something happen, to make a change, to change the world. These people who are, in power today, um, they, you know, had to put in the work. They had to sacrifice a lot. They had to go through the hard times. They had to show up even when they didn't feel like it. They had to, you know, they had to be consistent. We only see their success. We don't see what they did for it. We don't see the background. We don't see the pain they have gone through, when they were not successful. We don't see that. We don't see, today they are making things happen. They are changing the world. They have control over a lot of things. Um, and we know that they are in power. They are, you know controlling a lot of stuff, and they are making a change. But what we need to realize is that they had to put a lot of work. They had to go through a lot of pain. They had to go through lonely seasons. They had to go through a lot of pain. And that's when they became successful. Before they were successful, they had to go through a lot of pain. They had to sacrifice a lot. They had to work tremendously hard. They had to, you know, go through a lot of pain, lonely seasons. They had to put in the work. We only see their success. We don't see what they went through. We don't see how much they, suffered. And we need to see that. Because if you don't sacrifice, if you don't go through pain, if you don't suffer, if you don't show up consistently, if you don't put in the work consistently, if you don't go through the hard times, then you probably can't change the world. And like I said, as long as you're breathing, as long as you have a heartbeat, as long as you are alive, you have a chance to make a change, to change the world, to make the world a better place. These people who are, again, in power, or who are celebrities, who have a lot of influence, these people who are, you know, making things happen, or in power, who are making world a better place. These people had to go through a lot of pain, they had to put in a lot of work. They had to, you know, suffer a lot. And that's how they became successful. That's how they, you know, became who they are today. And you have to understand that you will have to suffer, you will have to go through lonely seasons, you will have to put in a lot of work consistently in order to become successful, in order to make the world a better place, in order to make a change. You have to understand that things are not easy. Like, you can't change the entire world without putting in the work, without doing anything, just by being lazy. That's not how things work. Again, these people who are successful today, who are making a change, they had to go through a lot of pain, man. They had to sacrifice a lot. They went through pain, they went through so much that we can't even imagine. That's why they are successful today. You have to understand that you will have to go through the same pain. You will have to put in the same amount of work. You will have to, do what they did. You will have to, like, show up consistently for a long period of time. You will have to put in a lot of work. You will have to go through a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, you will have to deal with a lot of tough times. You will have to go through a lot of lonely seasons. You will have to, you know, work really smart. You will have to do all those things. You have to understand that. And once you understand that, that's when you will start to sacrifice. That's when you will start to actually put in the work. If you want to make this world a better place, if you want to make a change, if you want to make a positive impact, if you want to make a positive impact on this world, then you will have to become that man. And in order to become that man, you will have to lock in. You will have to suffer. That's how you become successful. Hope this video helped. I really love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.